Hi everyone, welcome back to a topic that's very dear to my heart, and that is Spider-Man. My mom always tells me that I was obsessed with him even before I could talk. I would just point at him and want anything with him on it. And now that I've grown up, nothing has changed. I even have this on my arm to show how much this character means to me. There has always been one thing about him that stood out, and it's how he is a true hero. One of the best parts about Spider-Man is that anyone can be under the mask, and this is something that differs him from most heroes. However, I wanted to talk about Peter Parker specifically and why I think he's the greatest definition of a hero. I've been thinking about this for a long time, but Spider-Man has given up so much just to get up in the morning, and not only this, but he happily does it to protect not only the people he loves, but anyone who needs it. Taking a deep dive into his life, we see him working for a job that quite literally hates him and constantly drags his name through the mud. To be fair, no one knows that Peter is Spider-Man, but still, imagine your job is literally help the one guy write bad reviews about you. Not only this, but we see people start to agree with the Daily Bugle and hating him in the streets. The way Spider-Man stands up, no matter what is facing him, it's truly inspiring. So let's take a look at his villains. Most of them have a very personal connection to Peter, but that never stops him from doing what he needs to do, and fighting his father figures, best friends, and teachers. An interesting fact that not a whole lot of people think about is the fact that Peter almost always knows who they are. I mean, it's not like Doc Ock is wearing a mask or anything, but this means Peter knows fully he has to defeat these people that he cares about, which is another way he sacrifices. This leads to my point that Spider-Man is all about sacrifice. It's the main thing I believe sets him apart from most heroes. At the end of the story, it's usually okay for everyone, but Spider-Man usually goes through hell and he just deals with it. I mean, he is one of the few comic book characters whose death actually stays. Uncle Ben doesn't come back as a computer or a clone or anything like that usually. Not only does he have to sacrifice people, but he also has a financial situation. Something I have realized with superheroes is most of them are just financially stable for some reason, but Spider-Man often gets eviction notices, barely has money for food, and can't hold a job because he's too busy saving the city. My favorite part about this is Peter often doesn't really care. He knows he may be homeless, but there's a few people to save, so that's okay. Spider-Man is a hero that struggles with more relatable topics than most. Yeah, Rhino may be destroying the city, but he has a math test. A quick side tangent is Peter probably should have dropped out of school, like this man was dealing with way too much and still graduate, which honestly kind of reminds me of, well, me, but that's for a later date. One of the best examples of this is how Peter is in the scene of Spider-Man PS4. When Aunt May is on her deathbed, one of the few people Peter has left in his life, and after he fought a close father figure, he has to make a decision whether to save her or the city. The emotion in this scene is insane and really shows how he struggled with these decisions, but in the end, he saved the city. Not because he didn't care about Aunt May, but because he knew he needed to make that sacrifice. Everything I just said is why I think he's the definition of a hero. To sum it up, most other heroes don't sacrifice as much as he does, and because he almost always does it without a second thought, he deserves the title of hero. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you thought in the comments. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye!